Okay, so we're gonna go back to week 8 Tuesdays on adding and subtracting polynomials. Now we didn't finish everything here, so we're just gonna go ahead and complete the remaining portions of this. So for number 3, when I ask you to take away, I'm just gonna simply write down the answer, so make sure you check. You need to be very careful when in between two different parentheses is a negative. So what that means is that you need to change it to a positive, but then the second parenthesis, everything becomes opposite. Okay, do the same thing over here. So when you change it to a positive, this is a negative x minus 1. When you change it to a positive, this becomes a negative 2x squared plus 2x plus 3. And Grayson, I want you to watch this for the time being, okay? Because this part, you're making some mistakes. So then from there, you just simply combine like terms. That gives you a 2x, and that gives you a positive 4. For B, 4 minus 6 is a negative 2x. Negative 3 minus 1 is a negative 4. For C, this one's a trinomial. 4 and negative 2x squared is a 2x squared. Negative 3 plus 2 is a positive, or excuse me, negative x. 5 plus 3 is going to give you an 8. For D, once again, Grace, are you paying attention? Okay, when you have a negative, you change it to a positive. Second parenthesis, everything changes. That becomes a negative 3x. That becomes a positive 2. Do you see that? Okay, same thing over there. Change it to a positive. This becomes a negative 4x. That becomes a negative 7. Okay. For F, that changes the positive. This becomes a negative 4x squared plus 6x plus 5. Okay. So then once you have that, you need to combine like term. First parenthesis with the second parenthesis. 4 minus 3 is x. Negative 6 plus 2 is a negative 4. 2 minus 4x is a negative 2x. Negative 6 minus 7 is a negative 13. X squared minus 4x squared is a negative 3x squared. Negative 4x plus 6 is a positive 2x. 3 plus 5 is an 8. Okay. So for question number 4, when it says the process you've been dealt with is called something like combining like terms, summarize here the steps you can use a combine like term without having to build or sketch the tiles. So then what you can do is you don't need to mention x squared, x, and a negative number, a positive number with rectangles, big squares, and little squares because we're not building, we're sketching the tiles, right? So what you can say is combining like terms means to group the x squares, the x's, and the numbers together. Okay, that's really what it means, okay? When it says combining like terms, okay? Another thing you should also realize is that when there is a subtraction between two parentheses, I need to change the subtract sign to a plus sign, but the second parenthesis, terms in the second parenthesis, will also change. Does that make sense? The last step is to combine like terms after you have completed that, okay? So something to that effect. I mean, like I said before, you're going to go ahead and try this out. So check your answers with mine and make sure you're doing this on your own and not just simply relying on the video, okay? All right, so then the next piece of this is the back side or the front side, depending on which one you started off with, of this. You made a few little mistakes here, okay? So this one right here, I think you're fine. So this one's just an x squared, x, x, negative, 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 okay? This one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus, plus, plus. That represents this first piece, okay? The second piece right here, x squared is 2x squared minus x, positive, 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 okay? All right, and this is also to simplify. So this first one is just x squared plus 2x minus 3. Second one, once you add everything together, it's 2x squared plus 2x plus 7. Okay, did we do this yesterday? I feel like we did it yesterday. Yeah, we did, didn't we? I feel like we did. This one, remember there's a minus, you change it to a plus, but then everything in the second parenthesis changes. Do you see that? And then after that, once it changes, then you need to draw the pictures for it. So, oh my gosh, this is gonna have a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. X, 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 and they're all positive. Then plus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That represents this piece right there, okay? And then what you do with the second one, negative 2x. Negative 2x means that I'm going to put a negative x, negative x. There's two of them, right? And then 1, 2, 3, right? Yeah. Notice that here, 3 of these will cancel with these 3 positives, okay? 2 of these negative will cancel with these 2 positives. So then what do you have left? What you have left is you will have 5x, 5 rectangles, right? And then plus 5 little squares, okay? For 4, this is the last one. If k equals 7 times 6 minus 9 is 42 minus 9. 42 minus 9, I think you made a mistake on this, okay? That becomes a 3. 12 minus 9 is a 3. It's 33. I think you put 23 or something. Yeah, you did. So change that. For B, 3 times negative 6 minus 4. That's negative 18 minus 4, which is a negative 22. Okay? C, you made a typo or with the signs, which is a minor issue, but still. 2 times negative 5 squared plus 4 minus 3 times negative 5, right? First you want to do is this part right here. This is where you made the mistake. If the negative 5 is in parentheses, what it's saying is it's saying negative 5 times negative 5. So what is negative 5 times negative 5? 25, you put a negative 25. 25 times 2 is a positive 50. Do you see that? Plus 4, now you're going to multiply. Negative 3 times negative 5 is a positive 15. 50 plus 15 plus 4 is going to give you a 69. That's your answer, okay? So the one that you made a mistake on, check your 4A, check your 4C, and then check your 4B, okay? Okay, all right, make sure you do that. All right, that concludes everything. Okay, I gotta go pick up your